On the African savanna, there is one animal that even the lion, the king of beasts, must be wary of. It's not the elephant nor the rhinoceros, but the African buffalo, known as the living tank of the grasslands. Today we will witness the most brutal encounters, where the buffalo clashes with the fiercest challengers of the wild and even with its own kind. Let's begin. Hyena. The hyena, a fearsome scavenger, yet also an intelligent pack warrior, with jaws strong enough to crush bones. But the buffalo has what the hyena doesn't: curved horns and massive muscles. Just one swing of its head, a hyena can be thrown more than 3 meters away. A fierce battle between the power of the herd and the strength of nature itself. Will this be the end for the hyena or the buffalo? Amid the dusty plains, a pack of hyenas recklessly tries to snatch a calf from the buffalo herd. Both species are famed for their teamwork and unity, making this confrontation tense and evenly matched. Adult buffaloes take turns charging forward, striking hard to protect their own. They form a solid wall, leaving no gap for the hyenas to reach the calf. Hyenas can chase prey for tens of kilometers, yet they rarely succeed when facing an adult African buffalo head-on. Blocked on all sides, the hyena pack gradually grows exhausted, and this attempted raid ends in failure. Another battle erupts on the savanna. When a buffalo strays from its herd, the steel wall of protection suddenly crumbles. The hyenas rush in, biting relentlessly at the wound near its tail, each bite weakening the buffalo further. With no herd to help, it must fight alone in the midst of predators, and in the wild, isolation is the heaviest sentence of all. Lion. The lion, the famed hunter symbol of power and dominance. But against the buffalo, the hunt is never easy. An adult male buffalo can run twice as fast as a human. The African buffalo is also one of the most aggressive animals in the world. Its large, thick horns and head is hard as steel, perfect weapons for deadly counterattacks. Just one wrong move, and a buffalo's charge can kill a lion instantly. So when the proudest predator of the savanna faces the steel wall called the buffalo, who will kneel first? Amid the dry grasslands, a mother buffalo risks her life to save her calf that has been separated from the herd. Around them, hungry lions lurk, skillfully circling to distract the mother, waiting for the right moment to strike. Roars echo in the distance. The herd has returned. They unite and push back the lions. In an instant, the tide turns. The king of the savanna is now forced to retreat, for in the face of unity, even lions must bow their heads. From afar, a pack of hungry lions silently creeps toward the buffalo herd. Sensing danger, the herd panics and flees, their hooves thundering like rolling storm clouds. In the chaos, several are injured, and one buffalo fails to climb the hillside. It halts panting in the open field. Now the lions have closed in, and the wounded buffalo becomes the perfect target. They take turns biting and tearing. Overwhelmed by pain, the buffalo collapses, unable to fight back. In the wild, a single moment of weakness is all it takes for the line between life and death to disappear. When a lone buffalo encounters a pack of hungry lions, its fate seems sealed. Claws and fangs await the moment to end its struggle. But buffaloes are never truly alone. Hearing its cries, the herd rushes back. One charges hard into the lions, kicking up clouds of dust. The rest of the herd soon follows, and now the lions have no choice but to flee. In the wilderness, true strength lies not only in horns and muscles, but in unity. Elephant. The elephant, the largest land animal with tusks as hard as steel up to 2 meters long. They rarely attack, but when enraged, the entire savanna must keep its distance. An elephant can weigh up to 6 tons, while a buffalo only about 1 ton, yet it shows no fear. When buffaloes enter an elephant's watering area, the giant often warns them with loud trumpets and swinging trunks. But sometimes the buffalo refuses to back down. It charges, creating a terrifying clash. One swing of the elephant's trunk can send a buffalo flying several meters, but a buffalo's charge can also wound the elephant's legs. So what truly happens when territory or water is invaded? On the savanna plains, a buffalo is limping from an injured leg. The elephant charges, driving its tusks straight into the buffalo's belly, a deadly blow that brings it down. The wounded buffalo has little strength left to resist a true giant, a full-grown elephant. In its fury, the elephant continues to strike, crushing everything in its path. In the wild, an elephant's strength is not just a symbol of power, but a reminder that when rage awakens, nothing can stand in its way. Rhinoceros. The rhinoceros, a symbol of power and audacity. But when a buffalo steps into its territory, tension always brews, ready to explode. The rhino can weigh 3 times more than a buffalo and wields the toughest horn in the desert, capable of delivering the most devastating blows among all horned animals. The buffalo, though smaller, possesses strong defense endurance and thick skin. When horn meets horn, who will fall first? The clash between these two horned titans always shakes the entire savanna. Both species are fiercely territorial and will never tolerate intruders. The rhino, with its immense mass, repeatedly strikes powerful blows aimed at the buffalo's belly. The buffalo gives its all to push back, but the rhino's armor-thick skin renders its efforts useless. The brutal fight ends with the buffalo barely escaping alive. In nature, sometimes merely standing tall is already a victory. Another fierce duel erupts between the two tanks of the grasslands. With a smaller frame, the rhino's charges still send the buffalo flying off the ground. The buffalo's underbelly or chest, its softest spots, become perfect targets for attack. After multiple lethal strikes from the rhino, the buffalo can no longer fight back. This is not just a battle for territory, but a clash of pride between two armored warriors of the savanna. Buffalo. When mating season arrives, male buffaloes become aggressive, ready to fight for dominance. 2 bodies each, nearly a ton, crash into one another, horns clashing like the roar of metal. No predators, no natural enemies, only the primal instinct of power and pride. The battle can last for hours until one retreats. A single misstep could cost a life, who will be the last to stand. On the sun-scorched plain, two male buffaloes charge at each other like living steel. No roars, no warnings, only fiery eyes and steaming breath. Each strike, each shove is a declaration of dominance. The force of hundreds of kilograms of muscle drives each blow, shaking the very ground beneath them. At last, when only the victor remains, he stands as the symbol of power and pride among buffaloes. In another place, the sound of horns clashing echoes like thunder. Not for food nor survival, but for honor, for the status of the herd's leader. The weaker one endures brutal hits, its body hurled across the dusty ground. In that moment, the instinct to dominate ignites fiercely, making them ruthless even toward their own kind. That is the price of power in the wild. Finally, let's look back at the best moments from the battles featured in this video.